Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Life on the front lines requires you to step up your game. Owned and operated by former co-founder and president of Strikeforce Energy and former Navy SEAL Sean Matson, Cardomax has designed just the right supplements for you and is offering Ross Patterson Revolutions an exclusive offer, the listeners of it. Buy one, get one free on your first order. Go to Cardomax.com. Use the promo code Nooners. That's Cardomax, helping you achieve your max. Thought we'd start off with that. Maybe start doing the shows like that. That way it gives people time to get into the chat room here on the old used tubes. The old used tubes. Because right now, let's face it, it's Ruben Schneider versus the world.
Basically. Is it Rube versus Craig?
You can't beat Ruben. Can't beat him. Can't beat Ruben Schneider.
Really? Every single time?
Every time.
Wow.
Best in the biz. Is he number one now? I wasn't even looking at it. Is he number one now?
You want to know why? Yeah. But you want to know why? Because he just will not calm down. And he needs to calm down. And he knows that. He knows that.
Nooners unites. I'm shaking off the cobwebs from last night's magic. But my God, man. We will get into that in a second. At the top of the show, I want to do a little bit of house cleaning here. Shouts out to Lloyd Burke, and we got one more here. I had to pull up the old phone because I want to get this right across the board. Dave Wilkin from Aqua Stay Clean Pools at Aqua, STAclean.com. That is www.AQUASTAclean.com and at Aqua Stay Clean on Facebook and Instagram. Dave, you did it. Lloyd, you did it. Pool got done in 4 days. Same exact price we said it was going to cost. I don't know why we just don't start off with, hey, listeners, here's what we're going to do. Is anybody out there want to do this job? Same exact price. We pay in cash. That's it. Everybody gets paid.
We don't want to bother you guys all the time.
But it's helping out their businesses. Yeah.
That's true.
We always pay in cash and never ask for bro rates. I don't believe in that. We want other businesses to thrive. If you're shitty, I'll fucking throw you to the goddamn lions, okay? Probably rape you afterwards. I don't care if the lion ate your entire body up. I'll rape the lion because I know you'll be inside there and at least you'll feel that cum shot, okay? But, is that too graphic? Buckle up. Today's going to be a big one, full of graphics. But if you're great, we will praise you to the end of the world. Dave Wilkin and Lloyd Burke got this done. 4 days. That was it. Done. After we sit there for fucking 8 months with that bullshit company, Clear Reflections.
I can't get out of, man. I can't get a, man. They're backed up. Oh man. I can't get a.
I can't get my dick up. Fuck off. Dave Wilkin, this guy was. I went out to Drinking Bros on the Drinking Bros job site and we posted it. Lloyd helped me out with it. We posted it, and Dave Wilkin, the guy who sent in all the equipment and everything else, South Carolina.
Yep.
That's how fast it was. He's on the other side of the goddamn world, Dave Wilkin, and got this shit done.
Yeah, I heard.
Amazing.
6 weeks out on equipment.
Nah, not a prayer.
Interesting.
Not a prayer.
Well,
4 days.
Is what it is.
Love you guys, for real. I can't tell you how many Drinking Bros and Nooners we've hired over the years. Never had a bad experience. Every single time. I'm just going to start going out to them. I even talked to Lloyd about doing another project already. I was like, hey, dude, let's work together because this is easy, and I don't feel like dealing with these assholes here. Austin, beautiful city. Great
Gorgeous.
Food. Amazing entertainments, comedy, all that stuff. Love it here. Workers, absolute dog shit here. So,
right.
Either way, thanks you guys. We love you. And we have to do the little chemical class tomorrow to teach us what chlorine's about and everything else. We'll be swimming, though, tomorrow night with the children's. And that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's because of you guys. When I was talking about Austin at the top of the show, a second ago, top of the show, again, shaking off the cobwebs last night, what I saw was so shocking that I can't believe it, and I'm so amped to talk about it today.
Okay.
Wrestling was in town. So we leave the studio open for listeners if they want to come in, join us, or whatever. There was a couple listeners who stopped by, and they were like, hey, we're in town for a couple of days. Just want to come
Sean and John.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're
studio.
yeah.
And they said, hey, are you going to that wrestling match on Wednesday night? And I was like, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah.
AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
Perfect.
Weird title.
Well,
didn't know what I was getting into.
Very elite, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes sense.
The magic of this goddamn thing. I'm all in. I'm AEW for life. AEW, as they call it. People were chanting last night. AEW throughout the arena. I'm all in on this shit. So our oldest son has been dying to go to see live wrestling, right? Pandemic. Obviously, it wasn't happening. This was the first one in the state of Texas last night. It is live on TNT, I guess, every Wednesday night. I'll give him a free plug. I don't even give a shit. At 8 o'clock. It's 2 hours. What they don't tell you is, because the ticket said like 6, right? And I was just like, oh, what is this? They do a bunch of warm-up matches before they go on television. Just as fucking entertaining.
Just for you guys.
Yes.
Wow.
Just for the people. And I'm like, holy shit.
Above and beyond.
Yes. I was like, what the what? And then the guy comes out and he's like, we're going to go live in 5 minutes on TNT. And I was like, what is going on? Now, the reason why I tell you about the pre-matches is I kind of knew what I was in for. I knew what I was in for going in. This girl gets knocked out unconscious and they have to fucking drag her body out of the ring for real. Because look, I know wrestling is fake and storylines and all this shit. This is the realest shit I've ever seen.
Okay, so I have a question about our child because I remember it's imprinted going to a for real boxing match and having a guy like be knocked out and having to be taken out on a stretcher. I hid under the chair and was just asking my dad if he is alive, right? And I remember what I was wearing. Like, it was an imprint, right? So I'm wondering, I just kind of want to hear how our child, or if you were just chanting and you didn't see him under the chair or something.
Yeah.
How was he? He was fine with it?
Loved every single second of it, was all in.
Did he ask if people were dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he asked if people were dead. Here's the other crazier part, right? The 2 rows in front of us, because I think we were in like the 3rd or 4th row, whatever it was, right? The 2 rows in front of us were taken by a boys and girls club. So they were all like 6 and 7 years old, you know, having the time of their lives, screaming their faces off. But I'm an adult, and I'm looking at this, and I go, that girl
questionable, yeah.
is definitely knocked out cold. And we haven't even started the fucking matches yet. Somebody's saying in the chat here that these are the after dark matches. Yes, that's what the sign said. Again, we weren't on TV. I don't know where those live. I think YouTube is where they live, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But it was real. Because as soon as they cut, they're screaming for medics. I was right behind the production team and everything else.
Could that maybe not be real?
No. And I'll tell you.
Did the medics look like
that's
real
what
medics?
I was wondering.
Or were they like wrestler medics?
No.
There's a second, there's a second show for the people in. They're like,
Right.
cameras are out. She's dead. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No. And I'll tell you why. First of all,
I don't know.
this one guy, because I can hear it. That's how close I am, is I can hear them screaming, right?
Sure.
So the guy goes, hey, Dave or whatever. Dave, unconscious. Got to get something, bro. Fucking needs you. 30 seconds goes by. But here's the thing. It's very much like me, this guy. Whoever's running their production team.
Right.
He goes, Dave, not fucking around, man. Help out. Get him out of the fucking ring. Like, we got to go. And I was just like, oh, shit. This is real. So, they're carrying this girl off. And I will say this. The way she got chucked up into the air fully hit her head, not her back, nothing else. even I was like, oh, shit, that girl's knocked out. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
First of 3 knockouts. Somebody lost his fucking teeth.
Sure.
I mean.
They really lost their teeth?
For real, lost their teeth. And the shit that they were doing was like, I knew what I was in for when Dusty Rhodes got into the ring, a.k.a. now he's known as Dustin Rhodes. Hot Bob, do a quick search for me because I'm real curious on this. I knew Dusty Rhodes as a kid. He's like 60 now, and he looks the same, blonde hair, whatever, but he's got a shaved head. They had to call him Dustin Rhodes last night, and I almost wonder if the other wrestling, because I think he was in, who was he in before?
Dusty Rhodes.
Yes.
Someone says Dusty Rhodes is dead.
These are different people.
Oh, they are different people.
Dusty Rhodes is a big fat guy who I guess is dead. I didn't catch that.
I don't
on
know.
my quick
Someone just said in
Google
the
search.
chat.
However, Dustin Rhodes is a local, by the way.
He is, yes, correct.
Really?
Yep, yeah. And everybody was crying. It was like his last match. So I assumed it was the same person because he looked to be about 60 years old.
Dustin is Dusty's son.
Yeah.
Thank you, Davey.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, then it makes sense.
He's
Yeah.
52 years old.
There we go. Yeah, I was right. So, tears in his eyes. He's fucking doing shit. It's awesome. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking rad, right?
Right.
But I also know if there's a 52-year-old man wrestling, like shit's kind of fucked up, right? It's not going to be Hulk Hogan, you know?
Sure.
Whatever, right? But I love that type of shit.
Yeah.
I love it. So he goes real emotional. He said it was his last time wrestling in Austin in front of the hometown people. Tears up. I tear up. I don't even know him.
Right.
Obviously, I thought it was his father. Yeah. So
you were crying because you thought it was the father.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I got a little emotional because I thought it was the father. It was not the fucking father.
Sure.
Hammer the like button if you're watching on YouTube right now. And I get into my own shit. And I'm like, oh my God, what is next, right? What is next? And then the live broadcast starts, okay?
Also, Ross, you know it's Gold Dust, right?
What?
Dustin Rhodes is Gold Dust.
That's what his nickname is?
That's like back in WWE.
Oh,
WWF.
shit.
It's Gold Dust, yeah.
Come on, dude. Come on. It's amazing. That's amazing. I kept telling Jack, because now I'm in it, right? I go, Jax, that's a legend right there.
Right.
You respect the legend. And people are going nuts. Again, I'm near tears. It's when an older man cries that I get near tears in the whole thing, you know, where I'm just like, oh, man.
Sure.
A lot of emotion.
Sure. Yeah.
A lot of emotion last night. And then the live broadcast starts. So the champion, whoever this guy is, Mox is his name. Big fan because he's not good looking. Looks like a bear that you would see at a gay bar. Kind of that vibe, just hairy, kind of in shape, not really in shape. Was wearing some uncomfortable pleather pants, balding, shaved head. But he walks out with swagger like he's the best looking guy on the planet and then proceeds to take the belt off, wrap it around his chest, and then flicks off the entire crowd live on air. And I'm like,
Oh, boy. Inappropriate.
Can we do this?
Inappropriate.
I was like, can we do this? Are we allowed to do this? Crowd starts chanting, top of their lungs. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't stop it.
Okay.
Live on air.
Uh-huh.
Live on TNT.
Yeah, I did hear cowboy shit when that one guy was on.
Next guy comes in, the hangman.
Cowboy shit.
Cowboy shit. Cowboy shit. And then the other person's like, you are a drunk, you're an alcoholic, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, everybody's chanting cowboy shit.
I did like his shirt, by the way.
I loved all of it. Loved all of it.
Santa Fe.
Yes. Love the whole shit. So it gets crazier. Remember Sting? Sting's in there. Sting comes out. He's got to be in his fucking 50s, right?
We should probably put a picture up, I guess.
Yeah, put a picture of Sting up with the white paint and all that shit. So here's the other part about this last night that was amazing. They're fighting in the crowd, okay? So as a producer, I'm sitting behind the whole production team. I'm sitting behind all the monitors, everything. I can see all of this happening, and the TV cameras are just above my head. I can see all of it happening. They're going up into the crowd and fighting. There's no security whatsoever. So I was like, what's to stop somebody from getting into the middle of it? Somebody does. Guess who it was?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Remember I sent you a picture last night?
No, and I have a funny story after you finish. Yeah.
So I go, is that Jesus?
Yeah.
There is a man just dressed up as Jesus Christ in the ring. Across from Jesus, there's a guy holding a sign that says Hard 24.7. That's a biblical quote that I will never forget. I didn't know it was one.
Right.
But I love Hard 24/7.
Yeah.
Jesus starts getting into it and starts screaming at them in the crowd or whatever. Finally, a security guard steps in because I don't know if he's part of it. Finally, a security guard steps in and was like, hey, bro, you're not part of the fucking show. We got to get you kind of back, bro. You're not part of this show. And I was like,
Sure.
why would he show up like Jesus to this thing?
Right.
Do you know something that I don't know?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know anything about it. It looks like there's people in the chats that like actually do, and they've been going to these things for years.
Yes, and I'm late. I apologize.
Late.
Know this. I am in the cult of AEW.
I love it, and so's our
life.
son now.
Whenever they come to town, we're fucking stopping everything we do and going, and I'm gonna have the fucking time. It was the fucking best, one of the best sporting events I've ever been to in my life.
Should we start covering it?
Oh my god, dude!
Absolutely.
Do you guys want to be sent to all these?
Yes.
We
You
definitely,
do? Are you into it?
We definitely need a podcast for wrestling because they fucking do gangbanger numbers.
Jericho crushes
You guys.
too. Yeah. Did you put Sting up on the screen?
He's right here.
Bob, were you into it?
Everyone knows who Sting
Was,
is, though.
right?
You don't
Me
even
too,
have to
was.
One
watch
would
wrestling.
think.
Yeah.
One would think. It's just a refresher. But the next one's in Dallas. I'll happily send you guys if you want to see this fucking. I mean, it's crazy.
I'll go. I would love to go full like Gonzo on a fucking like B tier professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard Sting, so I had to come down from the rafters.
Oh, Stings. So you
And
know.
if like honestly, the early Sting, the rainbow multicolored Sting was the best with the bandana before he went all emo.
Giorgio.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
should. Maybe you should be on the beat. Maybe you should be on the beat. Giorgio knows.
Very unsurprisingly, I wanted to be a professional wrestler till about 16 years old.
I think
Don't
that
give up
our
your dreams.
son is going that way now.
Well-
I mean, he was very excited.
Philly's just a big old wrestling town.
Yeah.
I liked
ECW.
the wrestler, the
ECW.
Aronofsky movie.
That's exactly what I pictured. By the way, those guys leaving. Jake the Snake
It's
was there
not
last night.
that
Jake
way,
the Snake
though.
Roberts was there.
And
last
by
night.
the way,
still
exactly. That's
alive,
what I
yeah.
said too, Bob. Like, that's a dude that I'm like, yes,
Oh yeah.
I know Jake the Snake, right?
Yep. It was just, fucking incredible. But like, again, all I kept thinking in my mind as a producer was, gee, there's 60 lawsuits waiting to happen. Some people got hit, that like physically hit, like they went over the rails into the crowd, beer, nachos, spilled everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god.
I wonder
dude.
if you have to sign something in those areas.
Yeah, it's like the SeaWorld, right? Like,
Probably.
there's a splash zone.
No, I was on the other side of it, and we didn't have to sign anything.
You didn't have to because there
Yeah.
was no chance of that happening to you. But I feel like if you are in that first row,
Maybe,
I'm
maybe.
betting. But look, maybe they really don't care.
I don't
know. But
I don't know, but
It doesn't. I'll just say, AEW doesn't strike me as a litigious audience.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so maybe they know that, right? And so they're just they're like, look, these people aren't gonna not want to see wrestling.
yeah.
You sue us, we're done.
So the other part of this is another guy gets knocked out. Now we're live on the broadcast and they're cutting to commercials, right? So now you know that it's really fucking real. When someone gets knocked out, because this guy was bleeding everywhere, he's fully unconscious. I forget who it was last night. There is a pit crew in between commercial breaks that no one gets to see on television of how fast they're able to clean up the blood, get these people off the stretchers, and get them off the fucking stage. Unbelievably impressive. And when I say pit crew, that's exactly what it is. So when Homeboy went down, and it was the same exact injury as the other one, it was one of those suplexes where it didn't land, like it landed on his head, not on his back, and you were just like, oh, shit. That guy's fucking knocked out, right? He's bleeding. He doesn't know where he is. What happens is the first guy they send in, wiper, he wipes the blood off. Next one, give me the sound effects, Jessie.
Oh,
Yep, cleaning up the blood there. Next guy, dry,
sure.
towel it off. Yep. Guy after that, no lie, mini vac. You know those mini vacs, those little
for
red devils?
Hair and teeth, yeah. Look, my question is, how many of the things actually fooled you and how many of the things were actually real?
So great. That's a great question, right?
And again, do you even want to know? Like, that's the thing of it. Like, you don't want to know which one of those things was totally staged just to get you into it.
But being that close, I know. So at the end of the night, there was this coffin match where you have to throw the guy outside of the ring, inside a coffin, close the coffin, and then they're dead, and then that's the end of it, right? That's the end of the nights. Now, during this coffin match, they pulled out these metal stairs, and the guy threw them off the top ropes down on the metal. Metal didn't bend. Nothing gave on that, and it looked like that one looked brutal, right?
Right.
But then he pulled the guy's eye out, and it was dangling there, and it was just like, all right, that's a fake eye. And then he sucked the eye out and spit it up into the air. The crowd went nuts. I know all of that's fake. And
no.
fine.
I'm saying like the pit crew stuff, the like beginning stuff to get you into it.
No,
that's fake.
I still would. What?
I would say that's fake, but it's all fun and games until Jax runs into the house and spits Jagger's eye at you.
Yeah. So you have to kind of like a little bit ease him in and be like, that's not real K, buddy. Like, you don't do that. And then people still live, right? Because he's at this age, amazing age, where I called them or you guys called me from the car and you were talking about the guy that was dressed as Jesus. And my son was like, Mom, I don't really think it was the real Jesus, but in a very serious tone, right? Like,
yeah.
I think it was a costume, but I don't know. And then you were being like, nope, nobody. It was the real guy.
Well, no, what I said was I was not willing to say that it was not Jesus or was Jesus. Because here's the other part about it is, as a father, he was having so much fun and he was so locked into it. I didn't want to ruin any of the magic for him. So as things were happening, and he'd be like,
"Oh, of course,
Dad, is that guy
you want
dead?"
to go
And I go,
totally.
I go, buddy,
I don't know.
I go, we're gonna have to give this a couple minutes. I don't know.
God.
And then the person would wake up and they would come back to life, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, they're not dead." And I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know. And with the eye spitting out, he was like, "Dad, is that guy's eye missing?" And I go, we're gonna have to watch the next one next week. I don't know if he's missing an eye. Typically, they'll put a patch on it, and then he can live his life. It's not a life-ending thing. And he goes, "Okay, let's watch next Wednesday." And I was like, "Yes, we'll watch it, and then we'll find out together because I don't know what's going on. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen." And he's just like, "Isn't it, Dad?" And I'm like, "Yes." So I didn't give up any of the magic at all. And at the end of it, it was one of the greatest things ever. Half of it was real, half of it was fake. And the storylines were great. The people were great, and the personalities were way better than WWE. And it reminded me of back in the day when you had those splits of two different leagues where like Hulk Hogan went to the other one and like Ric Flair was in the other one. And there was better personalities in one, not the other. I think WWE is going through a lull right now. And these guys, that's the fucking league right now where you're just like, dude, I'm all in on this shit. It was great. The girls were great. All of it. So yes, I'm all in. The characters were weird. There was one chick who was like in the fucking Grudge. She had fake blood and she only crawled on the ground and white eyes. And she clearly couldn't see anything because of these contacts. She was the one who knocked out that other chick. And I was like, well, when you can't see and you're chucking people around like that.
So everyone's saying like, maybe I should, they should give me a couple lines and I should be Jay Fire. So if the production gets to a point where I could actually like light somebody on fire at the end, you know what I mean? Like an arm, put that retardant stuff on or whatever and like light an arm or something.
Yeah.
I think it could work.
I do too. Because they all had a theme, and
you have to have a thing.
There was pyrotechnics last night, so like there was a couple guys that came out to fire where you were just like, hey, this is awesome. So AEW, dude, I'm AEW Nation. I'm in it for life now, and I'm all in. I was looking for something like this. I didn't know this was going to find last night.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, it was awesome. Real quick here, Timmy D is saying, and in the red corner, Ross baby hands Patterson with the finishing move of the Blumpkin. No, dude, I wanted to go by beef.
Baby hands?
Beef Wellington.
Oh, boof.
Yeah, beef Wellington.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I leave everyone pink in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Ripping out hearts. Mm-hmm. Somebody else said they bought a ghost bed and it was the greatest goddamn decision of all time. I wouldn't lie to you about that. A mattress is a big boy purchase. So
Did you get the 3D, whoever it was? I need to know. I think that might have to be my next purchase.
Yeah. That thing's amazing. And then Jabes came home last night, was up late watching after the kids went to bed. You were sleeping. Watched the Suns game with my buddy Alex Monaco last night, going back and forth. Okay. Worst loss of all time. But at the end of every dark road, Jabes, there's a fucking light at the end of the tunnel.
Sure. Is
that a thing? Who fucking knows?
Inspirational.
I am off the chain today.
Yeah.
Read an article last night where your dream came true. Everything you said should happen, and they canceled the Tiger King series with Nicolas Cage.
Yes. And I do believe that Peacock is probably going to follow suit because of the statement that Nick Cage put out, which was very...
I didn't see his statement. What did he say?
So the statement was, Bob can probably look it up, but the statement was he was talking about that Amazon, so his was Amazon, and he was like, Amazon and I have decided that this project is not timely and all of this, so we've decided that it wouldn't be in anyone's best interest. The time has passed, stuff like this. It was actually really well written. But anyway.
He said it just wasn't relevant anymore.
It was, and it's not.
He's like,
and I'm sure it was probably Amazon that had to push him to that because Nick will take any fucking job that comes his way, right?
Taxes, yeah.
But I do love the decision to just be like, hey, we're going to be a little bit more self-aware and just be like, this shit, nobody wants to see anything about Tiger King. Anytime you see a picture of him, you roll your eyes, you're done. It brings you back to a place that just is done.
Yeah.
It brings you back to the beginning of the pandemic.
Absolutely
which is
right.
awful.
And I think that's part of it
100%.
too. I have it's a traumatic memory, starting to watch that.
Yeah.
And being like, this will be over in a couple weeks.
I don't even want to watch the Jordan doc again.
Oh, shit, you're right, huh?
Those are the
PTSD.
Hey, now that we're out of it, no matter what the fucking media is telling you about the Delta variant, Epsilon, and all the other fraternity letters we're going to give this goddamn bullshit. Now that we're done with this, you're right. Looking back, and I said this 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, whenever it was, I go, at the end of this, we're going to look back at the two most important times during the pandemic. It wasn't all the people in India dying and getting burned in the streets. It was Tiger King.
Because that's happening now.
Yeah, it's still happening now.
Yeah, that's not over.
Yeah, that's not a past. That's not a thing that's in the past.
Nope.
But yeah.
It's everybody out there who says, fuck America, I don't like America. Hop on a flight over to fucking India and tell me how that works out for you.
Cuba's having a good time, too.
Oh, loving it.
Loving it. Walk outside and kiss America, wherever you are. I don't care if it's 110 on that asphalt. Kiss it, you fucks. But with looking back at it, Tiger King, Last Dance, all I remember from the pandemic. That's it.
Yeah.
You?
Just the crippling depression. But other than that, I think I remember
We were going
those two.
so many shows.
No, you're right. I can't say that because we kept working.
You and I were on 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Drinking Bros was on 5 days a week. Then we were doing sports. I mean,
The Nooners saved me just as much as some of them say we saved them or helped them through it.
100%.
They helped me 100% through it because I had somewhere to go and work and talk to people and all of that. So,
My life got better during the pandemic. Are you
Right?
kidding me? I got this job. I got my wife pregnant. I was spending way less money.
Right?
Best
we got
year
a healthy drinking habit,
Yeah,
right?
well, that was already there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we stepped that one up. I did. But anyway.
I also got furloughed by a company that I didn't work for anymore, and I kept collecting checks from them. That was
Good
cool.
for you. And if anyone's going to do that kind of shit, it'd be you, Delco Dan.
Yeah, perfect segue. They're sending out more checks today, by the way. So if you wake up in your bank account and you're getting checks you're like, whoa, what is this extra $650? I think it's per kid. They're going to give you that a month or $600 a month or whatever. I just read that this morning. I was like, oh, okay. Till the end of the year. I don't think we've qualified for any of that shit, but
No, that's
So good
forever.
luck restaurants finding people to work.
I'm sorry, forever?
It's not like
That's
a
the
COVID
proposed-
thing.
yeah.
It's like a child tax credit.
Hey, Bob.
I know. I'm fucking
Guess who's getting it, brother?
cashing that shit. Yeah, don't give me a raise. Uncle Joe gave me a raise.
Perfect. Thank you, Timmy D.
He said that, yes, he got the 3D Matrix.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we're all in.
But has a pro tip for it. So.
I wanted to say this live on air real quick,
Sure.
by the way. The lounger you got us came in today for the baby.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Of course, that
Yes.
apparently is a must. So that is a savior.
Yeah.
At the time when I think when I had Jagger, it was a bit too much. But everyone was like, because remember when they were like a shit ton? Because everyone was like, this is the so it's gone down in price for sure. But when people were telling me you need this thing, I was like, God, and I would see babies just resting in them.
Yeah.
My baby's never rested. Though.
No.
And I wish that for you. I do hope you have a baby that falls asleep on you and all of that because mine never did.
And the guilt surrounded by that gift too is something that you need to get used to as well. Because when you have a child, this is a perfect example. When his baby shower was going on, we had a last minute trip to Vegas. So the entire company went to Las Vegas for the McGregor fight. Amazing time. He didn't get to do any of it. Didn't get to meet Ice Cube, Lisa Leslie, Gilbert Arenas, and everybody on the face of the planet, Dr. J.
And then I was going to go and Jagger got an ear infection, which
Got
get
an ear
used
infection.
to that.
Get used to that as well. So on the other side of it, not only are you going to lose cool shit you get to go to, but then because of your kids, you're not going to be able to get to go to shit. So welcome, Bob.
He knew. Like
Welcome,
when
Bob.
I was like, sorry, I can't make it. He's like, we both were just like, fucking kids ruin everything, man.
But now
They
he'll
can't hang.
understand.
That's
and
what he
it's
said.
Like, all right, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm excited to use it for like 50% of the time. Be like, oh, my kid, I can't.
I know, and how perfect timing because you were using COVID.
Right.
And now you get to go right into another excuse.
Everything's coming up, Rob.
We'll never see you again. Your friends will never see you again.
Nimit. Oh, we got a guy from India in here. Nimit's bot saying, Ross, we are 1 billion people. It is a long road. I know it is. I know it's going to be a long road
We
for
know,
India,
bro.
by the way. So much so, in fact. I know I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but in case you didn't watch that show, we had one guest just walk off air and just never come back on Drinkin' Bros.
Wait, when?
This was, I like to give it a nice buffer before I talk about this shit, knowing that I'll never have them back or will be rescheduled. You know Vox?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see it in your news feed and all that other shit. It was the co-founder of Vox, and he wrote a book called 1 Billion People or something in America. And I go, we started the show. I go, hey, man, how's everything going? Whatever. And he's like, oh, pandemic or whatever. And I'm like, and I go, my first question was, how's Vox? I was like, 50-50. People really either enjoy it or they fucking hate it. And he goes, oh, really? Like, I don't know that I've ever met anybody who doesn't like Vox. And I'm like,
Well, it's his company, bro.
fuck?
He's not going to
No, you know.
He
You
left.
know. Yeah. So wait. It was the next question that made him leave.
Okay.
The next question was, so you're in your book, you discuss that you want 1 billion people to live in America, and you think that's the future, and we can all live in high rises and work more efficiently and everything else. And I go, no. I go, where has that worked? I go, there's two countries right now that have 1 billion people in them.
Define worked, though.
India and China.
I know.
And I go, I don't want to live in either of those countries.
Sure, but as far as controlling people and making things homogenized and all that, so define work.
Right, but that's what I said, and then he goes, I think I got some bad connection. I'm going to try to restart. Maybe we can reschedule. And then the thing cut out, and I was like, oh, all right. 6 months goes by, never came back to the show.
I bet not, but really, who cares?
Yeah. I was say he left Vox.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he started his own, Substack, right?
Maybe you got to him.
He does.
dude.
He does his own Substack newsletter now.
Maybe I changed his life.
Yeah, maybe you made an impact.
You're welcome.
With that one question.
You're welcome. I'm not a podcast host. I'm also a teacher. I say this all the
Yeah.
time. James,
Yeah.
say it all the time. Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
We're freeing her. Mm-hmm. She got a new lawyer, James. So,
She does. And I always think that she should have been able to hire a lawyer.
and that's fine. So do I, right?
Yes, like
However,
that's an easy one.
if you could go to her Instagram, Bob, that would be great. She posted 2 videos. The one today celebrating the new lawyer. I don't turn up the volume because I think it's a licensed song, but
Yeah. I think it's a gallop and a twirl.
it is Suddenly I See. Okay.
yeah,
So don't
is it
turn on
that
the
one?
volume. Yes. This is what she posted for getting the new lawyer. I don't know why she's on a horse and then doing all these cartwheels in fast motion, and it keeps.
Yeah.
It's just on a loop. Her on a horse.
Yeah.
And then this on a loop. And then scroll down to her video the day before where she's dancing. Please. And this is for the people. This is for the people on there. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Okay.
Well, but that's her whole Instagram.
This is when you've had too much Adderall and you're like, fuck, man, I don't know what else to do. I'm going to put the camera up and then just dance as fast as I can.
Have you not followed her?
I followed her forever.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
This is B as you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Dance moves keep getting faster. This starts getting crazier and crazier to me. The old stuff was like, all right, I'm definitely rehearsing for something or like choreography. What do you call it? Choreographing.
Yeah.
This is too fast.
The other thing I kind of noticed, I don't do the deep dive. It's hard for me to watch, but I have noticed on her talk to the camera videos, she says the same thing. A lot of you guys have been asking me questions on here, and I would be pleased to address them here, or something like this. It's like a phrase that she says. I'd be pleased to, or I.
But it's in a baby voice and not in like a real voice.
Like
that's her voice now.
That sounds like someone who doesn't know how to write an email.
Right.
Being overly formal in the email.
Yes, and it does. And then she'll be like, you wanted to know where I got my green dress or whatever. And it's like something so silly, but she opens it with this same phrase every single time. I don't know if you can find it. You can probably play that, right? So literally any video that you see that she's addressing the camera, usually in a cropped peasant shirt, and then it'll be like, a lot of you guys have been asking me on here questions, and I would be pleased. Yeah. I would be pleased to address them. Now, this one, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Let's see that.
So it's the
Give
same.
that a little volume.
It's the same phrase she says in the beginning.
Give it some volume, baby. It's not letting you give the volume? Come on, dude.
Oh, man. But anyway,
yeah.
So very strange.
Really strange.
They keep showing when all of these updates with her, they keep showing this like the hottest, most put together picture of her. It's this black dress. Her extensions are on point. Her makeup is awesome. She's like in front of, and it was all a different day. But whenever they're talking about her getting something, winning a part of it, they're showing this one picture. Not at all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And again, I whatever. I can't even go into it anymore. But I think that she should be able to hire her lawyer. I think
she
that
should. It's just, dude, can we not all fucking agree that she is nuts? She is checked out, dude.
And I think she would agree. And again, like the conservatorship is she wants to be in control of money. She wants a little bit more freedom. Is what it is.
I guess.
I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know.
This is just all that South Park episode with Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Where like, yeah, maybe she's crazy, but I don't think she made herself crazy.
True. And also, at what point, look, if she's not going to harm herself or her kids, I don't give a fuck if she does cartwheels in the park all the time. If that's what they're keeping her from doing.
Right. This is America. You're allowed to make yourself as poor as you want to be.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And you should be able to. But again, if there's no harming to herself or her children, go for it. Go for it.
Go for it. It's just, to me, total honesty, like it's sad. And I'm like, man, I don't want to see it. It's somebody clearly having a mental break and not like something
And
else.
I think that if she did get off conservatorship or something like this,
she would be fucked up.
you probably wouldn't see it though. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe that would be part of it. Maybe you wouldn't see it anymore.
I don't think so.
Maybe she would be off with her boyfriend somewhere. I have no fucking idea. I really don't.
No idea. Or you could just end up like you're in the Versace mansion, and then that's going to be that as well. That could be that. That could be that with her. Did you hear this story?
No.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts. 1 year anniversary of, or the anniversary of
it's
Versace.
not 1 year.
Yeah,
but
it's been a long time. Right day before, I guess you can rent this mansion. I know Jake Paul and them have partied there.
Got it.
It's amazing. And it's right on the street. So if you go down in South Beach in Miami, you can literally just walk right by it and take pictures. Like, it's crazy amazing, right? You can rent it out and have parties Airbnb it, sleepovers, whatever you want.
Sure.
On the eve of his death, they found 2 bodies this morning in there, and it was a good old-fashioned murder-suicide.
Oh!
Two men.
Oh, my.
Just two dudes, you know.
Okay.
Either loved Versace enough that that's what they wanted to do, or, you know, didn't know, and it was just a happy accident.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Just
Are you reading this
Yeah,
right now?
just reading a little bit. Yeah, that's all they know now is it's definitely, they believe it was double suicide.
Double suicide. There we go. All right. Double suicide.
Yeah, so not a murder. Not a murder.
Double suicide,
It was
apologize.
definitely, they're saying it looked consensual, almost like they were pointing the guns at each other. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oof. That's hard, man, because you wonder if the other person's going to go.
Got a fun image for you.
Go ahead. There it is.
What?
There it is. Right there. Pop it up on screen. That's
It's on
Versace.
screen. That's the
They were in the front?
That's the crime scene
Today,
of those 2.
they did it outside where Versace died?
No. Is it
Come
outside?
on.
Or
is that real?
I'm pretty. Oh, that's what they were showing.
Well,
Okay, but
that's
that may be
when-
the old one.
Oh, no, I think that was when Versace died, because that's where he died on the steps of that place. Bob.
I don't know.
Apologize.
Now that would be the
Apologize.
Showing you
ultimate.
17-year-old footage,
Murder
acting like
pics.
it's today.
My
No,
God,
but, like-
man. Put us outside of Bundy.
That would be
Fake news is later.
Yeah.
that would be the best, right? If they did it right in the front,
Whew.
right
At
where
least
he
we'd
was
have our
found.
answer. Yeah, we'd have our
right?
answer. If it's a 1, 2, 3 go stitch with guns, though, how do you know the other person's going to go? I just, like, if it was me and you, I couldn't do it. You know, I couldn't kill you. So I would kind of wait to see, like, if this is what you really want to do, I'd let you fire first.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. No. I was just saying, you're just gonna hope the other person's gun jams, right? Because
I
then
wouldn't-
it takes it off of you.
I want it
Or
to be on
maybe
the other person.
your gun
No.
jams.
Yeah. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I want it to be on the other person. I'm like, did you really want to do this? Because if you did, great. And then we have our answer. And then you have that answer right after me, where it's just like, shit, now I got to fucking blow my brains out. That's love.
Aw,
That's real love right
that's
there.
like so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't do it.
mine was the opposite.
Oh, was
No, joking. By the way, that I don't understand any of that. You know that. I can't even wrap my head around any of that. So no.
bad. That's crazy.
Get me in the right cult, though. I might.
Yeah, exactly. Bob, did you watch that fight, the UFC fight?
Yeah, I was sitting in my home watching
You were?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's another story on here that Dana White is fucking livid. I'm sure everyone lost their jobs over this, which they should. Did they not cut to Trump during the live feed?
I didn't see Trump once.
Yep. And that's what he was saying.
That's what I was
he's
thinking
saying
too.
this
Is
morning.
like
Yeah. To be fair,
I only heard about him being there.
He-
I don't recall a lot of celebrity cut. They did do like basically one celebrity reel montage. They showed Baker. They showed the Cleveland Browns. They showed the Sunny people, and then that was really all they caught in
Courtney and Trump
and Courtney and Travis Barker. Everyone else,
tonguing each other.
You didn't see that makeout? Yeah, Jesse James is all over it. We know. Same
Yeah.
page. Same page.
Wait, who was making out?
Travis Barker and
Travis
Courtney
Barker-
Kardashian.
Courtney Arquette, they did this like
It wasn't even. It was like what,
Thirsty.
like 17-year-olds.
yeah, it was just
But
it
everyone,
was quintessence them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
everyone else they showed wasn't in the audience. They showed the walk-ins. Like they showed Chappelle walking in. They showed
Okay.
whatever the fuck Jared Leto is now
All right,
walking
so
in.
they didn't show. So Trump walked in that same way. They did not
They
show.
did
that,
not show
is
him.
what
They,
you're
they
saying,
showed
yeah.
Bieber walking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dana White went scorched earth this morning, and he said that was a massive fuck up. And I don't know who did this, but he goes, it's a massive fuck up. So
I
people are
mean,
getting fired.
Trump also went right behind Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier and started rubbing their heads.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Because he can. Because he fucking can, dude.
Apparently, he came up to D.C. He was like, I don't want to fight that guy. And then to Joe, he was like, you do a great job.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. You're
Yeah.
the best. You're doing the best, Joe.
And then afterwards, we saw the footage later. Chuck was hanging out with Trump later, and I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah,
Where was my invite, bro?
I actually think that. Look, Dana knows exactly what's going on.
No. Not so during the feed, by the way, he's out there with the people. So he's not back looking at the monitors or any of that shit. And he was angry as shit. And he's the most honest CEO there is. I mean, that guy, holy shit, he'll go scorched earth on people. And then flip it as well. Because I know he was talking shit to the Paul brothers. Turns out also this morning, he called Logan personally and said, look, I like you. I think what you guys are doing is fun. And he goes, I want to give you 2 seats, 2 front row tickets to the match itself for you and your brother. And that's how they got their tickets. Because he goes, dude, I guess it's called Billionaires Row, that first row right there. And you can't get those seats. And he called personally, and Logan went on his podcast this morning and said, hey.
He's a smart guy because Logan and Paul were going around basically trashing, going to the ins and outs of what Dana does to people.
Yeah.
And I think he knows, unlike other people that have gone against Dana White that didn't have any power, I think he knew, hey guys, I kind of need to stop these guys from fucking doing this. So he's not a fucking idiot, wasn't out of the goodness of his heart. He doesn't actually like them, but he does what he has to do.
I wonder.
'Cause he's a businessman.
I wonder at the end of the day, if you're watching those fights and watching those kids fight, you can't help but be impressed. I don't personally like Jake Paul, but watching him fight, I'm like, all right, you're taking this seriously, and this is fucking real, and this is rad, and I'm into it. So who knows? I also know that he's got a boxing license, so he could promote one of the fight and make a shit ton of money off those kids. Either way, it was cool to see, and Logan Paul did a podcast about it this morning.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, cool. So I enjoyed that. What I didn't enjoy this morning was Chrissy Teigen.
Oh.
Can't stop. She will not shut the fuck up. After being canceled, you're like, hey, you got to go away. What's the year count? What were we saying the other day?
Said? We said 5, right?
5.
5
Unless
years.
you give yourself your own sentence.
Well,
And that
she did that.
That we're actually going to start implementing, but we need to get the ins and outs and whatever. But yeah, she won't go away. So I think she'll always just kind of be that person. What did she do?
I'm gonna read her statement here. Obviously, she blocked me on Twitter, so I can't pull that up today. Can't pull that up. And I'm gonna be honest. Since she blocked me, my life has been so much better. Every time I go to Twitter for news, I don't see her fucking dumb head.
Yeah.
It's great. So
and it is all
Ross,
head.
log into your burner account.
Yeah. No, I don't have
exactly.
one. I don't have a burner account.
Oh,
for real.
that's important to say. None of us have burner accounts.
No.
None of us have fake profiles. None of us troll anyone.
None of us
Boom,
really
done.
like social media.
Nope. Boom, done. Last time I'm going to say it.
Yes. I don't have a burner. I can't even control my own. Like I post when I post, and that's it. And the rest of the stuff, we have a social media department. But man, not only do I not have time for my own, I don't even have time for a fucking burner account. So I don't even go through the process of this. So I'm reading this off of People right now. Yeah, is it up? Oh no, I'm gonna read this other statement here real quick. Yeah, you can put that on the screen, but then it says 5 eyes. That's why I'm saying it like that. I don't really know what to say here. Just feels so weird to pretend nothing happened in this online world, but I feel like utter shit in real life. And she's got a photo of her with her legs propped up on the couch and says, going outside sucks and it doesn't feel right. Being at home alone with my mind makes my depressed head race. But I do know that, however, I'm handling this now. Isn't how I'm handling this now is all the English is fucked up, Chrissy.
She's
you wrote a book.
#1
Yeah, you
New
wrote
York
a book.
Times
You told me personally,
bestseller.
Chrissy, it's not that hard. It's hard to write. That was exactly what you fucking told me. Apparently it is.
To be
You
fair,
have to do
Bernie
it your own.
Sanders said that too.
Yeah, well.
If you want to be a millionaire, write a book. I wrote a book. That's why I have 3 houses.
Yeah.
And he didn't write the fucking book.
Fair. Like it's hard.
Yeah, ask Bernie's ghostwriter. But it says, I do know how I'm handling this. I'm going to paraphrase because this English isn't correct. It's not the right answer. I need to snap out of this. I desperately want to communicate with you guys, meaning the world. Instead of pretending everything is okay, I'm not used to any other way. You mean just being fucking thirsty all day? Being stuck in a fucking endless desert every goddamn second of your life looking for water, you thirsty
aren't
bitch.
alone. You have your children, you have your husband, you have your house. You probably have close friends that still will talk to you because of the things they can get. So real friends. Your mom, I think, is living with you. You have nannies. Like, you are not alone.
No.
You're sitting there on the couch with your kids, like pulling at your legs going, I'm so depressed and alone. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not.
You're not.
You've been given a gift to actually be with your family in the way that you say that you always are. But again, it doesn't really happen unless there's a picture that gets a certain amount of likes.
Yep.
Therefore, if you don't get that, then the kid really wasn't on your boob breastfeeding.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
The tree didn't fall in the woods.
Nope. Do you think she stopped there?
So the solution is just to have a photographer always there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We solved it, Jabes. We solved Chrissy Teigen's life. She should call us. We should get a reward or something.
By the way, you don't know this in real life, but I'll tell you now, nothing angers Jessie more than having a professional photographer out with her in the world.
Unless they're cool with candids, because I do not fucking pose. I get uncomfortable. If you tell me to pose, I'm literally going to be like, if you've ever seen any picture of me, I'm just the worst, the most awkward.
Yeah, no.
You've done it, Giorgio. I was like, are you done? Did you take it?
It wasn't FTE.
See my ballot? Like, yeah. Anyways.
It wasn't FTE. It was somebody else, and I was just like,
somebody else.
Said it, I was like, oh,
but
okay. She didn't stop, by the way, Jessie.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, of course there is. Why stop there? Why?
Because you haven't gotten your point across.
Yeah, Cancel Club is a fascinating thing, and I have learned a whole lot, and that's 5 L's in that one. Only a few understand it, and it's impossible to know until you're in it, and it's hard to talk about in that sense because obviously you sound whiny when you've clearly done something wrong. It just sucks. If you know it sounds whiny, why the fuck are you whining on? Like, stop it. There is no winning, she says, because this will never end. But there never is anyhow. What the fuck is this? And the people try to phrase it beautifully. The mom of two added.
Oh, the mom of two.
Not the one who told the girl to go kill herself in the DMs. At least fucking fess up to it.
Not the years-long cyberbully.
Yes, fess up to it. I told somebody, some fucking troll came after me on Twitter the other night, and I said, look, man, he was trying to have an argument about something politically, and I was like, I don't fucking care, dude. I'm just trying to find a sports score. It's like, you'll never answer the question, whatever. And I go, you want the real answer? You're ugly as shit, and it's you and your fucking ugly kids that are posted everywhere. And I go, it's you who's going to ruin the world because I've got to look at people like you. Is that bullying? Maybe. I got bullied first. I don't give a shit. But I'm owning up to it. Chrissy, own the fuck up to it. Get off the fucking social media. So now she's asking, because this keeps going. She expressed to her fans, I need an honest moment with you because I'm just tired of being sick with myself all day long.
Kids running around.
90
She's
people.
just with herself.
At your house.
Kids, mom, husband.
Oh, my God.
Help. She probably calls him the help.
So then she ends it with, if you or someone you know has also been canceled, please let me know if there is a Cancel Club reunion because I could use some time off on my couch. Were you doing something?
Well, you might have listened to the show because we're going to do Cancel House.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, fuck. If you want to, let's resurrect Michael Jackson. Have him lick kids' assholes again. Like, what do you want? Like, who do you want in the Cancel Club? If you really want in that, call them. Call fucking Louis C.K., Chris D'Elia,
Hillary,
Baldwin. Ilaria.
Sorry.
Yes, do
Hillary
a fucking
Baldwin.
cooking show with Ilaria Baldwin on YouTube. You have the money to fund it. The both of you fucks. Do it and see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be gangbusters.
Do it with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp guy. Remember he got canceled,
it's
right?
Benga.
Yeah.
Ross, this would be really good television if we could get Chrissy Teigen and Hilaria Baldwin to do a morning cooking show together.
Oh, gangbuster numbers. You're welcome. Take it. I don't care. I'm giving you that gift to the world. The two of you fuckers in your rich-ass house, the lighting will be amazing already because it is. And then your kitchen is probably better than what fucking Bourdain started off on. And then just go for broke every day. She can speak in Spanish. You can have a fucking translator next to her. Chrissy can be fucking crying, not paying attention to her kids, all that other shit. That would destroy Good Morning America, Rachel Ray, whoever the fuck else is on that early. It would smoke the world, dude. Take that. That is my gift to you. Do it. You and Ilaria. Cancel Kitchen.
She doesn't understand how free she is.
Call it Cancel
it's so
Kitchen,
crazy,
dude.
Right?
Cancel
it's
Kitchen.
So crazy.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand. Like, you could stop right now.
Yeah.
Or not, but like she's free. The chains of societal expectations are off of her. Well, you can't kill her twice.
Right?
No.
Like
that's
Louis
what-
C.K. says, you can't take my birthday away.
Literally,
Like,
that's the best fucking line.
I'm done, dude.
Best line ever.
Like, I'm done.
She did actually. It's funny. This comes back around. She did lose a big role today or yesterday.
I don't know. She's
lost a
all
lot.
No,
of
but like
it.
literally in the last day or two.
Yeah. They've taken everything away.
She had a role on
Sponsors.
something?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually bummed. I thought it's that show I was telling you about, Never Have I Ever.
Oh, yeah.
I thought McEnroe was going to be the narrator for season 2. It was supposed to be Teigen for season 2.
Bring back McEnroe.
They're doing what's her face, Gigi Hadid now.
Why?
Habib. Yeah.
She has the dorkiest voice. Have you ever heard? She's
No.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
And then when she talks, you're like, huh?
Yeah.
great.
Her and David Beckham should get together.
It's great.
He's got a terrible voice, too, where you're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but he has the accent, and it trumps everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's true.
Speaking of Bourdain, Jabe's documentary is out tonight. You got tickets for opening night, sold out.
Yeah, it's actually like the early release because it's supposed to be
Correct.
the 16th.
Tomorrow, yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
tomorrow,
need to go.
Where'd you get tickets?
The
Violet Crown? Downtown?
No, the Cave.
B
I
Cave.
tried to get tickets at Alamo Draft House Lamar, but totally sold out.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere else I should go?
The draft house by my house is really nice and big, and it's usually, but the Lamar one's always fucking
Packed.
Always
slammed.
packed, I know.
Yeah.
But that's like that was like the first place that I came when I was out here and like my movie played there and stuff. But
I used to live at that apartment complex where the draft house was, and me and Courtney were like, "This is great. We're gonna see movies all the time."
All
and it's
the
like,
time.
no, you have to plan it out
Never.
like 4 days in advance.
exactly. Oh, maybe I'll check that.
Well,
'Cause I did want it to be a draft house, to be honest. But whatever. Doesn't matter.
well, look, I think for you personally, however, wherever we go and see it, it's going to be fine. I think you're going to be locked in.
Oh, dude.
The articles
I was like,
the
I almost
reviews that
just got
keep
one
reading-
ticket.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I was like, I'm going. So I didn't know.
Of course I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm all in on Bourdain.
Okay.
Let's go and see him.
But you can't sit beside her. You know, she's got.
Yeah,
shit.
no, I
Your
need my
ticket
time.
And like a couple seats down.
Well,
Obviously.
I got 3 seats. One for Bourdain's spirit. And then he'll be in between us. Yeah.
I'm going to be wearing a bathrobe with the
good.
tie around it missing.
Jesus.
Come on, dude.
Hey.
Tell me
No,
something,
No, real
girl.
quick. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
You will not do any of that.
Okay.
Like, you will not make a mockery. You will not do any of that tonight.
Okay.
Do you guys think he's going to listen to me?
Not a prayer.
Never,
Not a
huh?
prayer.
That couldn't have helped.
Yep.
Okay,
Not at all.
that's like, don't.
You just threw gasoline
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
fire. I'm going to tell everybody who's leaving the theater, hang in there tonight.
Okay, no, maybe I'll try.
Hang in
you
there,
bring
guys.
you bring the cat poster.
Yeah.
Hang in there, buddy.
Hang in there tonight, guys. Okay? Yeah. We're all hanging on by a thread, aren't we?
I have the tickets though,
That's
So-
true. You've got the power.
and I have not sent them to you.
No.
So I will need a contract signed before you get those. And by the way, there's no more available. So don't think you're just gonna buy your own.
No, look, I like him and his whole shit. Reading all the reviews that I've read, especially the Esquire one last night, I was just like, oopsies. This is what I wanted to see, so I'm amped about it. And everything that I've read has said, dude, the movie is just as complicated as his life, and that's great. Because I didn't want to see like a fucking look back of some happy like memory thing of like, oh, there was a time where Tony put Vaseline on all the toilet seats in the production trailer. And you're just
No,
like,
because I already saw that. They've done stuff like
oh,
that.
have they?
Yeah, on CNN because that's where his show was. Also, the last episode of Parts Unknown, he was already dead.
Yep.
And it ended up being kind of like that. A look back because he was like in his old stomping
I watched
grounds.
that.
Like,
Yeah, I watched that with you.
And that song at the end, like. And anyways,
Yeah.
I don't love him. I don't think he's an amazing person. I think he's exactly that. Like, he's fascinating to me.
Sure.
all.
And then here's the other interesting part about it, and here's why I'm all in with you, right? Because you got tickets to go and see it. There is if you're at home, there is a loophole to this, which is weird, and this is the new streaming world we're living in. Okay, hang with me on this, all right? Warner Brothers.
Hang with me.
Sorry, didn't even, that was unintentional. Usually,
it wasn't.
I'll tell you. Swear to God. Yeah.
Sean, that got Sean. That was the one that got Sean.
What was it really? Up above Sean?
Every
top
piece
ropes?
of gold I was throwing up to him, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Now
that
he's
one
laughing.
thing.
You're welcome, Sean. You're welcome.
Go.
Warner Brothers has a odd loophole that they just signed where if a movie doesn't make $50 million opening weekend, it is allowed to be streamed 17 days after the first day of theaters. So tack on 17 days from today, and it'll be on streaming. HBO Max has all the rights to the Warner Brothers movies, so it'll be on HBO Max. CNN also helped produce it, so it'll be on CNN as well. And then they'll have like a pay-per-view window where it's like $20. But if you want the loophole, it's August 2nd, and that it'll be on streaming. However, because this is your boy, I want to go see this in theaters, so I'm amped tonight.
Yeah.
Like for real. I'm amped to see it inside of a
you
theater.
can go or not go. I'm going.
And then the other part about it was I think this is the first time we'll be in a theater since the pandemic.
Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
I think it's fitting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's one thing that could get me back out, and it's
an
Bourdain.
indie. It's an indie film, and it's Bourdain, and we're in Austin. And here we are, James. Here we are.
Yeah.
You gonna bring your knife set tonight? Just sharpen up knife, like you're getting ready for the movie. Just sharpen up kitchen
No, but
knives.
the one that I got it at doesn't serve alcohol. It's so annoying. That's kind of why I wanted the draft house, right?
Yeah, looks like you're bringing a bigger purse tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's no big deal.
No.
But yeah, maybe a nice bottle of red. What is it? Bordeaux.
A Malbec.
A Malbec. That's what it was.
Can I get a nice Malbec, please?
A Malbec.
I wish we had Jonathan Kite on to do his Bourdain. He's the best. He's the best.
Dang it.
Yeah. Fuck,
Dang
man. He was in Vegas, too, when I was there.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. You guys didn't.
No, he was hanging out with Chappelle. He's friends with Chappelle in real life.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, dude. No.
He's not going to, like, then hang out with you.
No, and you don't want to ask either where you're like, hey, bro, what are you doing tonight? I know he's with
We know
Chappelle.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to use our friendship like that.
Sure.
I'm not gonna do it.
Sure.
I'm not going to. Hey, weird. I'm outside the MGM.
who you with, bro? Yeah,
Aren't you
could
staying
like.
at the Paris, which is nowhere near the.
Yeah.
I was just hanging around.
Yeah.
118 degrees.
Yeah.
Thought I'd check out the place.
Just in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah.
Also, hilarious story from yesterday was Jamie Kennedy was actually here yesterday.
That's a one. That's one from the childhood.
Yes.
Like, I would have definitely been like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so he was shooting Giggle Boys. So
Nice.
for everybody on the network, he'll be on Giggle Boys soon. When are they airing that? Giorgio, Saturday, you think? Or
Saturday.
Great. Saturday night? I don't know. I wasn't in the room. How deep do they get? Do they go into all the shit? He's a pretty honest dude about shit. So, like, I bet you that's going to be a banger of an episode.
And he's been around, so
Yeah. I chat with him for maybe 20 minutes yesterday. Great guy. And still weird, funny Jamie Kennedy. And he showed up in what I thought was a character bit. And I was like, dude, do you not know where you're at? You don't have to wear a fucking mask here. Like, we don't care. And he had this like exterminator mask on. We were just like,
stop.
Yes. And I was like, I'm looking for a camera. I'm like, is this part of a bit? And it wasn't. He goes, oh shit, man, I didn't know. He goes, you never know. And I go, it's right. You're in LA. They're still wearing masks there.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Well, and in Austin too. So
where?
okay, not here, but in every other place.
No. So I said, you can take the shit off. And he goes, oh, fuck. All right, cool, man. So, got a chance to chat with him. That'll be a fun show on Saturday night with him.
I did have to wear one in my Uber here in Austin.
Exactly
Did you
right.
really?
I
Yes.
did, yeah.
Yeesh,
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
Gross.
Still a thing. Can I talk about poop a little bit?
Please.
So I don't know if you guys heard about this in Tel Aviv. They are going to start testing dog poop.
In Israel?
Sure.
Yeah, that's where Tel Aviv is.
Yeah. They will test dog poop DNA to find the owners who don't clean up.
That's great.
Can you imagine this being a priority? Because it makes me feel like you're good.
Yeah.
Right? If this is like something you're going to do, you're now going to have a database. You're going to have people, you're going to have to hire people to test this poop. Right?
And also, this isn't. How many fucking stray dogs are there?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So who are you going to get, right?
Yeah.
It's like
how 90% of the time they got to be testing like homeless dog poop.
They're lobbing in
a lot of the time.
rockets from Hamas. And you're using a fucking Iron Dome right now. But dog shit is what you're really concerned about? Is like
Cleaning up the streets. Up the streets.
I've never been to Israel. Is it that great where that's your
I say
problems of
Tel
like,
Aviv.
man, bombs aren't really a fucking
Tel Aviv,
issue?
yes, right? Is like party and
It's
nice.
known for like, Tel Aviv outside of the Ibiza is probably the nightclub capital
Yeah.
of the world, and it's
That's
known.
what I heard.
And
Yeah.
it's known for its women. It said probably the most beautiful women in the world are in Tel Aviv as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I had
It's pretty awesome.
One of our music supervisors for all those movies that I produced, he lived there, and he's like, bro, you've got to come over to Tel Aviv. It's rad. Forgive me for whatever fake accent I'm putting on.
Yeah,
but he was
not
like,
necessary.
I don't
but
give a
yeah.
shit. I'll continue it. Obviously, bro, you got to come here. Women, it's so beautiful. It's crazy here, or whatever. I can hear like sirens in the background and like gunshots and shit. And I'm like, hey, dude,
It's just a party.
yeah, because it's there was a bus that had gotten shot up like 2 days earlier, and I was like, hey, dude, so like the bus thing, because they were coming back from a nightclub. What was that? And he goes, happens, you know?
Right.
And I was like, does it? Because that's sure. But he said the exact same thing. He goes, the women, the nightclubs, he goes, it is crazy as shit, and it is wild as fuck, but it is in Tel Aviv and nowhere else. I guess you can't get away with that shit in like Jerusalem or something? No.
Jerusalem's a little more,
Wailing Wallish?
Yeah. People don't go there to do the sex. You put your scroll on the wall, and then
Yeah.
you go down to Tel Aviv, and you do the opposite of everything the people who built that wall want you to do.
I don't trust it. I don't need to go there. There's places that I just don't need to go in this world. Like I'm good on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see myself ever going to Israel. There's a lot of places I don't see myself going to anymore. Not just because of the pandemic. Some of them I was on the border where I was just like, maybe that African safari would be fun. And now, like, it was one of our neighbors was like, yeah, so-and-so, they just went on a 3-week hunt and safari thing. And as soon as you and I heard it, we were like, Jesus Christ, that's a long time. That
Yeah.
sounds awful.
You guys seem more like a Animal Kingdom couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get your safari there.
Yeah.
Go to Disney, hit up Epcot, drink around the world.
Yes. That's all I need. I don't need to go over there and do that stuff. I don't need to shoot a fucking zebra. I don't need to, like, I don't need that on my resume, you know?
No.
I don't need to put pictures on Instagram of me fucking squatting over a dead giraffe.
Oh, you don't want to have some African guy hold your hand all the way up to like 20 feet away from a sick giraffe and be like, okay, shoot.
That's exactly what I
And
picture
you paid tens of thousands for the privilege.
every single time. And then you can't even take the meat home. Like, if you were actually going to eat it, maybe, but what are you going to do? Take it on the plane?
Dan knows a guy that will have you hunt the most dangerous game.
Humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He knows a guy.
50K.
Knows a guy.
By the way,
80K.
Most dangerous.
I know the same guy. So I know the same guy. That is real, by the way. And what they're doing is killing poachers over there.
Yes.
So they don't give a shit. The government doesn't give a shit. They'll look the other way. And if you see somebody poaching, you can kill a fucking human. Now that I'd be fine with, but that's something later in life, not really right now, that I'm willing to dabble into.
Sure.
Only because I just think at the time. I know this sounds shitty, but
Right before the last St. Jane Street James novel, Ross gets to know what it's like to take a human life.
Would you?
yeah, I would. I mean, look, I think the next one's going to be the last one. Just story-wise, I was working on the plane, like going back and forth on planes. I've started to write it and everything. I think the next one is going to be the last one. Originally, I couldn't decide between 4 or 5 for this series, but I think it's 4. But yeah, maybe afterwards. I don't know. I just look at the time of it all, where it's just like, dude, we have 0 time anyways. Let alone to take 3 weeks off, hide in the fucking bushes, wait for somebody to kill somebody, and then I get to kill that person. Like, it's a long time, man. Like, you know.
You're also open game.
Yeah, where's your dad at?
Oh,
I've got a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Where's your father at?
You could get killed too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I believe the poachers can defend themselves. Yes.
Yeah, they can. They can. Yeah.
You would think.
Where's your father at for the last 6 weeks? He's in Africa killing a human, like a poacher. You got a 2 and a 7-year-old, huh? He's just over there for 6 weeks trying to kill a human? Yeah. He'll be back. So, something I can do for you, or are we good? Are we all good on that? So, yeah, that's something later in life where you're like, all right, kids are in college, and it's like, well, still have that one pesky thing on my bucket list of killing a human. Now let's go to Africa.
If you're going to kill a human being, it might as well be someone fucked up enough to take a chainsaw and saw off a live rhino's horn.
Yeah,
Yes, pump that guy full of bullets.
Here's the odd thing about it. You and I watched that doc together. Fuck, who was it? And they were going over there, removing the rhino horns. And they were like, oh, we just did a huge service to these people. And now they're not going to kill these rhinos, and the rhinos can live. It looked so fucking uncomfortable. It was a celebrity.
Was it rhino horns, though?
Yes, it was a rhino horn.
Or elephant tusks?
No,
Maybe.
it was a rhino
They do
horn
both.
specifically.
Okay.
And it was in the front.
Yeah, because I saw this too, Ross, and like it looked bad. Like,
Yes, it looked terrible.
And they were like, no, this way they don't get shot by poachers. Like we have to harvest their horns and like save them. And it's like, really? It
Well,
they
trank them, right?
Yeah, they trank them.
Which like the poachers don't.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that, dude? It was a celebrity where it was just like, oh man,
Was it Bono?
I think we did some good today. No,
Something like that, though.
God damn it, Bob.
Older dude.
Rhino horn shaved off celebrity. You know, let's type that in.
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn? I know. Sean
Me and James
Penn?
on this
It's too
Yeah.
obvious. It was definitely, I would have remembered Sean Penn doing this bullshit, but it was somebody else where they kind of, you could tell.
Selena Gomez. Demi Gelato.
Demi Gelato.
Not my joke. Justin Martindale. But I do
That's
love
great.
it.
That's a great one. Who is it?
Justin Martindale. He's a
Give him a shout out. That's a great
comic.
joke. There you go.
Demi Gelato.
Shaved horn celebrity. Who the fuck was that? Who was that? God damn, Georgia, you saw the same thing I
Was
did.
it 60 Minutes?
It was like 20 minutes long.
Was it?
Oh boy, is there anybody in the chat that knows?
Yeah.
Bing,
Bing, bing, bing.
bing, bing.
What's that? What's that hold music? Bing,
Bing. Yeah.
bing.
While somebody finds it.
The best I could find.
Oh, Dude Perfect. Thank you. Thank you to the chat.
Dude, perfect.
It was Dude Perfect. So they are doing
You guys,
bucket.
wow.
You guys are amazing, dude. Who was
Who
first
did that?
on that? Who was first on that?
Brandon Landry.
Yeah.
Landry, sorry.
Yeah. Elon G, Timmy D. Okay, great. So
Thank you, guys.
Yes. So I was watching Dude Perfect with our children.
I would hope.
Yeah. They love it. Kids love Dude Perfect more than life itself, and that's all they. And look, as a parent,
That's
I will say this: as a parent, if I'm forced to watch something, and if it's Gabby Dollhouse or fucking Dude Perfect,
Right.
I'm all in on Dude Perfect.
That's right.
So, and it was my favorite one, the guy with the beard. I don't know their beardo.
Yeah.
Long hair, purple hoser, Dude Perfect in overtime. So they're doing these bucket list things, and they're shot in like amazing quality. It's like a fucking high-res doc. It was like 25 minutes, and you can tell the guy with the beard was like, "What? Yeah." So I think we just saved a rhino today, and part of him was like, "Did we save this thing or what the fuck?" Because they trank the rhino, they shave off the horn down to the stub. Right? And then they wake this rhino off and he goes and runs off into the world, and they're saying that this is helpful. But then where are they selling that horn to?
I don't think they sell it.
No, they harvest them, they said.
Yeah, I think
Whatever
they.
that means.
The fuck does that mean?
They're not. They're not selling.
No, they're not selling them.
No, they do a
That
trick
would
shot
be
video
the
with
exact. They're what?
Because they do a trick shot video with it.
Yeah, exactly. Rhino flipping.
Yeah. Horn toss.
Horn toss, dude.
Yeah. You go against bottles of water and a live rhino horn, or just freshly cut. It's still so warm on that horn where they just sawed it off. And it looks like a handsaw, too. They were doing it with it. I was just like, oh. I don't like to see shit like that, but I watched it anyways.
Sure.
And then all I thought was, who are you helping? Who are you helping here? Because it's not the fucking rhino. I'd rather be dead than to get shanked and have my horn shaved off down to the nub and then woken up without my horn. Imagine that, too. Because you live your whole life with this horn right in the middle of your beak, right? Your eyesight is all fucked up because you've got to see around that horn. And now you can see perfectly. Like, I bet you the rhino's all fucked up mentally. Either way, that video's got
Logic, right?
17 million.
If I had to choose between getting my dick cut off while I was in a coma or getting my dick cut off by a psycho with a chainsaw.
While I was alive.
Yeah,
Or
while I was very
up,
awake. Yeah.
Very awake.
I'm going to go with B.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you have to choose,
got to choose.
which you never know, you may have to one day.
Dude.
Seems
Yeah,
possible.
Dude Perfect might show up at my house and be like, hey,
We're
bad
saving.
news.
Yeah. Dude, what if they do? Dude, plot twist. Dude Perfect turns into the enemy. They're actually
boy.
like super bad dudes.
Yeah. You,
Okay,
you find
okay.
out they've got dead bodies in
Very
there.
blippy.
yeah.
Very blippy of
Well, they
them.
do have a collab with, I believe, K Jewelers. So they're definitely in the blood diamond game.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they were over there.
Reach. Yeah.
No, they were doing some work for Kay, and they were like, hey, while you're over here, you want to shave off a rhino horn?
Yeah.
Let's get fucking live, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get fucking live. I bet you off camera, too, like if you went through their footage, there's like actual footage of one of them chopping off a fucking child soldier's hand with the diamond still in it.
I bet I
It's
could
worth
get
more.
it. My buddy #Chad actually works for them.
Does he really?
Hmm? He used to work for Callaway. Now he works for
Dude Perfect?
Dude Perfect.
Man, if I'll tell you this. If my kid was able to meet Dude Perfect, that would be like me meeting fucking Trump. Like that, it would be
He would freak out.
freak the fuck out. That's their all time. Every kid, by the way, in the neighborhood, everywhere, Dude Perfect. Everyone's wearing Dude Perfect merch, backpacks. We got a backpack one time.
The illusion, though, would be ruined because it takes them about 500 tries to nail everything.
Now that I know.
Yes.
That I
Wait,
know.
For the live show, don't they do like easier shit for that? I'm sure they do. They're not making people sit there.
500 times. Who knows? Who knows? The people are asking if you got a crime corner today.
I do.
James. Yeah. It's been a banger of a show. Let's end it, dude, with a fucking huge deuce. Oh, sorry about that.
Crime corner.
Crime corner.
Poop tested in Tel Aviv comes back positive for Ross's DNA. No.
Oh, come on, dude.
Hospital-
I'm 100% that bitch.
Ohio hospital gives wrong patient a kidney, and employees are placed on administrative leave. So let's go through this together.
Sure.
'Cause first of all, don't trust anybody.
No.
Don't trust doctors.
No. Don't trust doctors.
Don't trust doctors. Don't trust hospitals. Don't trust pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
An Ohio hospital placed two employees on administrative leave this week after admitting the wrong patient received a kidney transplant earlier this month. Nightmare. We have offered our sincerest apologies and all of our money to these patients and their families, University hospitals in Cleveland. Spokesperson. Okay, so the kidney given to the wrong patient is compatible, and the recipient the wrong patient is compatible, and the recipient is expected to recover. The hospital said the surgery for the intended recipient has been delayed. You're gonna die. Officials did not say if another kidney was available. You better fucking find one. No additional details were released about the patients. So, while it fluctuates, the average time spent on a kidney wait list can be 5 to 10 years. So the person that was supposed to get it was on a wait list for years. And someone else with a totally healthy kidney
Yep.
got their kidney. But by the way, what happened to that kidney? Give them the kidney that they took out of the person that didn't need one. Compatibility, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, or I don't know.
There might be some O positive stuff going on.
Yeah, but
I
if
think there's
it's-
only one, the one thing, the person who got the new kidney and is getting all the money, because the other person's dying for sure,
Yeah. So
has to party the rest of their life to ruin that kidney that they got in honor and memory. of the person of the who should have gotten it.
I mean, how does that happen? If you don't need one, like, how does that happen?
I don't know at all. I mean,
You go in for what, like a routine something else, and you wake up with kidney surgery that you didn't need? Fucking A. Is that insane? There's so many like different channels it had to go through to get to that point, though, too. Like, it's not just one guy with a kidney that walks into a hospital by himself. You got to check in, you got to see but all these things have to happen.
Yeah.
In order for the cut to actually happen. Other people in the room.
Yeah.
Sure we got the right guy? Everybody said yes. I don't know.
Yeah. Boy.
Ohio. Nothing good comes out of Ohio, my friends.
Well, it does. It does. It's just a college football team, but other than that, yeah. Man.
Other than that,
Yeah.
complete and total shit.
Yeah. Hate to see it.
This is why I don't have organ donor. No, this is not why. But we are dismayed. Oh, sorry. There's an error. Intended for another. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Jessie reads the internet live on
Yeah,
air.
I know. Like,
I love it.
I was like, people are asking for Crime Corner. I'm like, let me find one.
Yeah.
Shane? Thanks, bro.
Is that Detective Shane Goodman?
Yep.
Yeah. One of
He's
the best.
pretty much my top detective at this point.
One of the best in the biz, you know?
Because he finds stuff like, this is sad, but like, you know,
There's a happy
he's
ending.
one that finds real ones that are crazy,
Yeah.
but not super depressing or like rape or kids or anything like that. So like he gets the whole fucking deal.
Yeah.
That's why he was hired as my top detective.
Somebody in the chat is saying, it's Boston Joe. He said, literally, it sounds like something from South Park. Oh, it's so good.
That did happen in South Park.
Did it really?
Yeah, where they gave Cartman AIDS.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hilarious.
That's a good one. That's a great one, actually.
That's actually.
But I love the part that I love too is they're like not sure when another one's going to be available. What the fuck? You're going to find one now. Like,
yeah.
100%.
That's also the entire plot to Jane the Virgin.
Really?
They inseminate her. She's a virgin, and they accidentally inseminate the wrong person. Like, she's just in there for a checkup. And they're like,
God.
sperm.
Yeah. Boy.
Man.
I feel like we could take a lesson from the restaurant industry. Like, if you break a plate or drop a meal, you get what's the next one up. Like, you just go to the head of the line.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need that analogy. Like, yes, 100% you find one. Like, but again, then you're taking one from someone else that was on the. So it's like maybe they can't. I would say these people that are on administrative leave, just go fucking drug somebody in Vegas the way everybody else. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
get one.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
one.
Make one of them give it up.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Donate
That's
a
fun
kidney,
game.
bitch.
That's a fun game.
By the way, you guys, if I did that, I would be like, take one of mine. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, take one of mine.
Take one of mine.
It's not compatible, but just do whatever you want with it. Play hacky sack.
Just take it. Yeah, just take it.
Kick
Put
it
it
on
in
down
the
the road.
cooler. Take it to the beach.
Kick it on down the road.
Then Dude Perfect comes in and just
Yep.
starts fucking cutting it out.
Dude, perfect's in overtime.
Anyway,
Tall
so are
guy,
we.
fair hair, purple hoser. Today, kids, fake news will be a little later in the afternoon. We have a guest before that that we were pre-taping. D'Anthony Holloway just walked in, so we're pre-taping this guest, and then fake news will probably be around, say, 3:34ish. Right? Is that correct? Based on the time? Yeah. I'm getting the thumbs up over there. Georgia is saying 4:30. I don't know. 4? Let's go 4. Let's go 4. Let's go 4.
Right.
And,
He's in his other office.
and look at you guys. Look at you guys. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. That is the only thing that fucking helps in this whole stupid world of podcasting. Moving up the charts is going to iTunes and leaving a review. Do it. don't be a dick, all right? Jesse's going to come to your house, cut out your fucking kidney, and give it to your grandmother. Okay?
No, give it to this dude in Ohio, girl, whatever,
No,
person in Ohio.
no. Give it to somebody old who doesn't need it, okay? Somebody that's going to die like an hour later, all right?
That'd be the biggest fuck you.
Wow. Wouldn't
Cut out your kidney and give it to
a
someone
98-year-old?
on their deathbed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then you could shoot it. Dude, perfect's in overtime. And you have a fun little flirty fucking bucket list show. That'll be awesome. It'll be awesome.
Cold-blooded. You're cold-blooded. They use that fucking stock song all the time.
It never gets old.
Doesn't.
Especially after listening to it for the 1,000th time with your children. It's great, isn't it?
Sure.
And the AEW. Know that I'm in. I'm all in. I'm getting tattooed up this weekend for AEW, dude. I'm all in. AEW Nation. Let's go. Let's fucking go, kids. For Jessie Weisman, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.